happening, people? Welcome to another video with Allsortz, and we are back in my usual spot. So if you saw my previous video and the previous playlist of the Honda Accord Type R, we had it parked here, and that was the last video, as I did as much as I could with that car. And now it's sold. I told you in the previous video I have another car, and here it is. Look at that. For those people who don't know about these cars, these are the cars equivalent to Golf R's and S3s back in the days. So this is the 1993 Nissan Pulsar Gti-R. Give you a quick history lesson of this car. So these cars came in 3 doors and 5 doors, hatchbacks and saloons as well. So this is the 3-door Nissan Pulsar Gti-R. This is the import spec. If you want to know which one is the UK spec, it looks exactly the same, except the back number plate is in a straight line. It's not a square number plate. So if you see a Nissan Pulsar Gti-R, it's got a straight number plate. That means it's UK spec. As this is a import spec, Japan spec, whatever, it's got the sticker on at the back. So yeah, these actually came in a hatchback. The Pulsar Gti-Rs also came in a hatchback with a 1.4, which I already had 2 of. It also came in a 1.6 SR, which I already had 2 of, which I had 2 as well. They came in a 2-litre GTI, which I didn't have because at the time I couldn't get insured on it. And then the top spec was this one right here, which is the 2-litre GTI-R, which also has the 4-wheel drive as well. Let's talk about some of the history I've had with these cars. So I've had about 4 or 5 of these cars. I've had a red one, a grey one, 2 black ones and a white one as well. So the first one being with a 1.4, because of the insurance. I couldn't get insured on the 1.6 at the time, and also the 2-litre GTI, which I really wanted, because the 2-litre turbo which we had here, I definitely couldn't get insured on that. Anyways, then I took my way up to the 1.6 SRs, all being in 3-door hatchback like this one as well. So we had that. I had 2 of them. I had a black one and also a white one as well, and also a grey one, which I'll come on to after this. So them 2 cars I had. The black one had a really bad history to it, which meaning it got stolen, but I'll leave a little shorts video on that story if you want to check it out. But anyways, coming on to the Pulsar version, I had a replica, which was a grey one. That included all the bonnets, vents, the back boot spoiler and the alloys and everything like that. That was like a 1.6 SR, but a replica version of the Pulsar. That was the highest spec Pulsar replica that I had at the time. And then it just went, the Sunnis went off the scene for a while. I was always looking online for a project car with these when I was buying the Type R's and stuff like that. Then this came along. So this came along at a good price, and I had to snatch it. While I was searching for one of these, I also had the silver Honda Accord Type R, but this came at a good price, so I quickly snatched that, sold the Honda Accord Type R, and this is what we are going to make videos on my Allsortz channel. If I've not already said, make sure you do follow and subscribe, as I'll be doing quite a few videos with this car. If you have any video ideas, let me know in the comment section below. So let's take a look at the looks of this car. It's had quite a lot of modifications, not from the exterior to the interior, but I'm going to make another video and also shorts to tell you what upgrades and modifications and other stuff that's had to this car. So looking at the car, you know that it's had a few modifications. The first being is this number plate. I've actually put that on myself, so hopefully you like the number plate. Does it match the car? Let me know in the comments. Second of all, it's also had the front mounted intercooler, and also it's had alloy wheels put to it, and also different kinds of brakes. So I will let you know in the next video what kind of brakes they are. But overall, this is how I actually got the car, with the wheels and the front mount intercooler. I only put the number plate on myself, and I've also done a few modifications under the bonnet, which you can check out in the shorts videos or my TikTok videos. I will leave the Nissan Pulsar playlist up in the corner, and you can check it out, or go to my channel, you can check it out from there. Let's bring you to the interior of these Nissan Sunnies. I'll take the keys out. It's going to make that noise. So this is what the interior of the Nissan Sunny or Nissan Pulsar Gti-R, depending on which spec you got. I call them Nissan Sunnies. That's how I grew up driving these. But yeah, as you can see, it's had a different steering wheel, and it's also got different dials on as well. It's also got a aftermarket head unit, but overall everything besides them is pretty standard. So we've also got standard dials. So one's the oil cooler temperature, one's the oil pressure temperature, and one is a turbo temperature. Turbo pressure temperature, something like that. It's got the original gear knob, original handbrake, but everything original except the steering wheel and the dials, and also the head unit. I've also put different door speakers on, so you can check that out in the playlist video. But overall it looks pretty standard. The only thing I'm trying to look for these is the original mats. So if you know anyone who's got one, or if you have some, let me know on the social media. So let's pop the bonnet. To push it in is to release the fuel cap, and to push it up we'll release the bonnet catch. The back number plate, yeah, I know it'd be better if it was straight line, but I thought leave it like that, as just want to leave it as the JDM. It's got the original non-cut parcel shelf. A lot of people have actually cut these. When I had the replicas, or the 1.4s and the 1.6 SRs, I actually cut the parcel shelf to put 6x9s in. So I am also in the market of looking for a already cut parcel shelf, so I can put this one aside and put some better audio in it. But overall it's pretty standard inside as well. It's got the mats, boot mat, and also it's got the space saver spare wheel. Yeah, so overall it's pretty decent. And coming to the last bit that you can see, it's also got an full catback exhaust on it as well. Another thing I forgot to mention, and you know it's old school, is look at that. For those people who know about this alarm system, you know, but this is the top notch alarm system back in the days. It's a Clifford alarm system. I've got the key knob here as well, key fob, sorry. So as you can see, if you remember that sound, one double click is it locks, and one click again it will unlock. Let's take it for a drive. Check out my playlist, because I've done a lot of other short videos on this car, and also I will do a next video, hopefully it'll be on the channel and on the playlist, of what modifications it's had. And then I'm just going to start doing little other bits to it as well. And also if you have any video ideas, do let me know.